Attention, breaking news for passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans on FNS. Something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Pittsburgh Steelers' path toward another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand, but before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family too. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends and with the Pittsburgh Steelers FNS community. Let's get to the news. If you've been following the Steelers closely lately, you've probably heard about the recent injuries that have raised concerns among fans and analysts. And believe me, it's not just a minor setback. The Steelers, coming off a strong start to the season, are now dealing with some injury issues that could affect their upcoming games and, consequently, their chances of making the playoffs. One of the main names in our secondary is dealing with a hamstring injury, and his status for the next game is still uncertain. The injury happened during the matchup against the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin, and was enough to worry both the medical staff and the fans. Ramsey, who had been one of the most experienced and influential pieces of this defense, had to leave the field in pain and has been monitored daily ever since. Tomlin, in a press conference, tried to remain optimistic. He said that Ramsey is being aggressive in rehab, that he's focused and wants to return as soon as possible. But the truth is, there's still a lot of uncertainty. The coach avoided making any promises and made it clear the final decision will depend on how the player responds in the next practices, and that's where the concern for fans comes in. Is it worth risking an early return? After all, a hamstring injury is tricky. One wrong step and it comes back, and if that happens, the setback could be even bigger. Especially in a season as competitive as this one, without Ramsey, the impact is huge. We're talking about a player with elite presence, sharp game reading, and the ability to intimidate any opposing offense. His absence opens the door for young defenders, yes, but it also exposes weaknesses. The Steelers' cornerback group has talent, but it doesn't have the experience and leadership Ramsey brings to the locker room. On the other hand, this could be a golden opportunity for the rookies to step up. Names like Joey Porter Jr. and Corey Trice could get more playing time and prove they're ready to take on bigger responsibilities. It's the kind of trial by fire that separates the promising from the decisive. But let's be honest, without Ramsey, the defensive scheme changes. The pass rush needs to be even more intense, forcing opposing quarterbacks to release the ball quicker. Coverage needs to be more collective, with help from the safeties. And all of this puts extra pressure on the defensive system. A system that had been standing out precisely because of its consistency and the veterans' leadership. And of course, the fans are divided. On one hand, the desire to see the team at full strength with its stars on the field. On the other, the fear of losing an important piece for longer. Is it worth taking the risk now? Or is it better to preserve him thinking about the long-term season? Meanwhile, Ramsey keeps working behind the scenes, and according to internal reports, he's incredibly focused. The guy wants to come back, wants to show he's still the same leader who made history with other franchises. And what's most interesting, even while sidelined from full practices, he's been seen helping younger teammates, giving instructions and fine-tuning coverage details, a true voice of command in the locker room. The big question remains, will he be ready for the next game? For now, the answer is a big maybe, but one thing's for sure, with or without Ramsey, the Steelers' competitive spirit will be tested to the limit. And if there's one thing this franchise knows how to do, it's fight until the end. So hold on. Steelers fans, keep an eye on the coming days, because the decision about Jalen Ramsey's return could completely change the defensive outlook for the Pittsburgh Steelers and maybe even the course of the season.